Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Evolve with Emily show. I am your host, Emily Hayden, and you are listening to another Girl Talk episode. This weekend, it's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And I have a bunch of girls in town. My girlfriend's from LA. They flew all the way from LA to come celebrate and have the best time, and I'm so excited to be hosting them. And we figured we'd do a fun podcast episode for you guys. So let's do an introductions. Just say your name and whatever you want to say. It does not matter. It really doesn't matter. This is going to be a super casual cast. Okay. It's our casual cast, Girl Talk.
Casual cast.
Yeah, so just throw something out there.
I'm Lindsay, and I am so excited to celebrate Emily this weekend because she deserves so much celebration. So let's do this. Let's get the party started.
Hey, I like that. I like that. I'm with it.
I'm Samantha, and so excited to be here this weekend and celebrate Emily.
Thank you.
I'm Caitlin, not very excited to be here. Edit, delete, she's out. No, I'm excited to be here with the girls. It's always fun. And Texas. Yeah.
Texas.
Howdy, partner.
She's totally 100% trying to convince us all that we need to move here this weekend.
Please comment
we have
below.
4 days to make us
Why should
an official.
we move?
Just imagine we could have these Girl Talk episodes once a week. Who wants us to do that?
And here's the thing, we're all kind of thinking about it.
Hey.
Oh, me. Okay, Amy. And I'm just hoping my white Pomeranian doesn't get us kicked out of here.
Possible.
She likes to chat.
And yell.
Yes. And boss around Vinny. Yeah. But Vinny likes to boss her around too, let's be real. So, okay, I asked you guys to prepare something very important for this episode, and I hope that you did your preparation and your homework because we are a house of excellence here, and I demand excellence.
No pressure.
So,
No pressure.
we gotta be serious, girls. This is a very serious moment.
Yeah, no, it is.
All right, we are starting the podcast with very serious intention here. We're playing Never Have I Ever.
It's been a while.
I've asked each one of these girls to prepare a Never Have I Ever question. There's 5 of us. Yep. So we're going to hold up our hand, right? 5. And then we're each going to say our thing. And it doesn't matter if it's true for you or not.
Okay, good.
The question is for everybody else.
Yeah.
So you just get to sit there and smile and, even if you've done it.
Do we tell the story of it?
Maybe.
Okay.
Stories.
We'll leave that up to interpretation.
Discretion.
All stories.
Yeah. Okay. So who would like to go first? Amy, you look like you're very prepared. You have a phone out.
Yeah, she's ready to go. All right. Yes, I am. Let me find it. Okay. Never have I ever stolen a car.
You thought one of us had stolen a car?
Well, you want to explain why?
Well, did anyone do it?
No.
one? Okay.
Is that a normal thing? Who do you hang out with?
But here's the thing. Wait, Amy, you have to put your finger down.
What?
I don't know. I mean...
Wait.
I feel like that's something you should
put
know.
it in
Context. I mean, you guys are thinking off of a dealership lot. That's not. So
she stole a friend's car. Okay, this is better.
well, no. Okay, so in 8th grade, my friend and I stole her mom's rented car.
Okay, that's legit.
But
8th grade, that's know
Okay,
what? My respect level for you just went up.
So
How old is that?
So not driving age.
No, I know.
but
I know. I'm
13.
trying to subtract.
So stolen and illegally driving.
That's badass.
But also in the middle of Sunday school.
It gets better.
And we got stuck in an intersection.
Stop.
Because it was a stick shift and she didn't know how to drive.
Oh my gosh, Amy, out with the banger.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you got to put a finger down for sure.
Down.
We just
They
changed
put
the
a
rules.
hand down. That's solid.
Okay.
That was good. Caitlin, go ahead.
Gosh, I feel like I can't top that.
I know.
Sorry.
Yeah, that was really good. Mine was kind of lame. I'm changing it in my head.
I don't know which one to do now, but okay, I'll stay with the same theme. Never have I ever been arrested overseas or in trouble with the law overseas.
What does in trouble entail?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I need details.
Like
were
arrested?
police involved? Were police involved?
Overseas.
Amy, I think
The deep thought.
Em, I
is
think that's a solid
what are
down
the
for you.
specifics of this?
Did
How
they
in trouble?
Arrested with
like confrontation or detainment?
either. Wow.
had some wild Europe trips.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Was yours detainment? Or
No. Just a little confrontation.
Okay. Just a little, just a little like conversation.
It was a conversation.
heated conversation.
We walked away friends. Clearly not in jail.
But we'd bail you out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like
I really
100%.
appreciate
We
that.
already
You guys are
settled that.
great.
Yeah.
we did.
We are
Yeah.
only 2 questions in. I'm learning so much.
Mine has
Lindsay?
been detainment.
this one,
and
I just want to know. I'm just curious. Never have I ever hitchhiked.
No way.
Seriously?
Wait.
I would have thought.
See?
Hold on.
She needs too
Wait,
much
hold on.
clarification.
Listen.
Yeah.
Okay, hitchhike, what exactly does that entail? Like, you have to be on the side of the road like this, or like hitching a ride with a stranger?
Hitching a ride with a stranger.
Did this happen in Europe at the same time?
No, this was in Houston.
I just got in people's cars that I should not have many times.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. No, yeah.
A little kidnappy.
I know,
Yeah.
but like we've all been.
it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to just move past that.
Oh, gosh.
It wasn't like that. I'm thinking like at a festival and the car broke down. Or,
Oh.
like something fun and.
Oh.
Oh, no, mine
Joyful
wasn't like
people.
that. But we'll move on.
Never have I ever been on a blind date.
No, I haven't. Have you guys? No one?
Oh.
Never? A good one.
That is a good one.
Huh.
Never have I ever searched through a boy's phone. Okay, we gotta come up with more. Someone's gotta go down first.
Oh, no.
Now you can be personal about it. Anyone can go.
Oh.
You don't have to go in
I
order.
feel like I had a couple written down. Oh, okay. Never have I ever slipped into someone's DMs first.
For sure.
Never.
Define slip
Literally?
in. Like hello or like
No, like, hey, how you doing?
hey.
Oh,
No.
I
But
mean,
like with the intent of that. Okay.
Yes,
So with the intent of, hey, how you doing?
for sure.
Okay, I got one. Never have I ever fallen asleep in public.
Does church count?
Anywhere counts in
Oh,
public.
for
then,
sure.
yeah.
I'm
Okay,
done.
100%.
I lose. Thanks, guys. My birthday. All right, I lost. I had none.
Never have I ever gotten sick
more?
in public.
No,
Oh.
for sure.
Oh, wait, I don't even know what number I'm on.
Yeah.
I added 5,
But it's down one.
so I could play again.
She's at 6.
I did the little life up button.
Yeah.
I put more coins in.
Okay, I got one. Never have I ever had a crush or thought a friend's boyfriend was cute.
Oh, I've definitely thought friends, but like, I've definitely thought they were cute. But what is that? What do you
Crush
mean?
might
Like,
be too much, but
yeah, crush is too much because I don't crush on
Okay.
girls,
Yeah.
boys.
So
but
like,
I definitely thought,
but I
oh,
thought
they're
they were-
hot.
yeah, like, oh, they're cute. Yeah. So wait, which one do you mean?
I mean, yeah, crush is like
Because that's very
intense.
like
Yeah.
that's a fine line. I have very
Like,
strict girl code.
if they same. So if it was like if they weren't dating you, I would date you before the friend came along.
No, I actually still
Yeah,
don't think I
I've
would.
done that.
No.
I love that. Good friends. You can stay.
She's like, I was just testing you. That was
We
just
could
a
stay
test.
friends.
Can I trust you?
Yeah, 100%. That's a real thing, though. There are so
Yeah.
many girls that have trouble with other girl relationships and friendships because they know that they cannot trust the girls. And you see it all the time, and it's so sad. Like, no man is worth your friendship as a woman.
None. None of you. Nope.
Nanya, get out of here. Okay, so we're going to move on. That was great. I lost. So last night we played some board games. We have a few more games to play. Okay, so
Lost
first,
or won? I really feel like you won.
last night?
Yeah.
Well, in general.
Yeah.
Oh, now?
Yeah.
Thanks. You're paid to say that. Okay, so there's this card game called Who's Most Likely To? And on the card, it has just like different statements.
I lost.
And then you have to choose who it would be. So I may have intentionally chosen these. But listen, we have to
Fair and
play
fair.
it. We have to play it better because last night we're all like, oh, like right away showing who it is. No. Straight face.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to count to 3 and we all have to say the name.
Clearly into the mic.
Yes. Okay. Has revelations about life that leads to bouts of crying. 1, 2, 3.
Amy.
Amy gets a card. Okay. Next one.
Sorry.
What?
Look at the number.
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. This is
Wait, tell them. You tell them.
Do I- okay.
You're gonna tell
Long
them?
story.
Just
Caitlin,
like
you
a
wanna tell
quick.
it? I'm just kidding.
Just a summary.
Well, the number is
Into the mic.
Oh, sorry,
mic.
sorry. I'm like, hey guys. Okay. No, the number is 44, and God has been so using this number to try to speak to me as of late. So that is
That's
very
crazy.
cool. Okay.
Okay, next one.
Wow.
This is all of this. This is all. Okay, I'm going to switch. I'm going to look those up so you guys don't know. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Into the mic.
Wears American flag clothing. 1, 2, 3.
Emily.
Needs consulting before posting to Instagram. 1, 2, 3. Lindsay.
I made you a split second.
Goes to Taco Bell sober. 1, 2, 3.
Samantha.
Yeah.
100%.
I do not know the last time I've been
Yes,
to Taco
whenever
Bell.
you went on your road trip, you went to Taco Bell, and I was shocked.
did.
I was shocked.
I was really hungry after my hike, and there was nothing,
Yes.
and I regretted it.
You were
instantly.
sober.
You told me that story, and I was shocked. Breaks into own house. 1, 2, 3.
Caitlin.
Oh, Caitlin, that's you.
100%.
Actually reads instructions. 1, 2, 3.
Lindsay.
Caitlin.
Lindsay.
Oh,
Yeah. That was
very
I thought
diverse.
you. Okay,
Me?
here's.
I don't read nothing.
Yes, you do. Here's the thing. I intentionally bought these board games. I did not know how to play them. And I was like, there's going to be a girl that wants to read the directions. I'll just let one of them do it and teach me so that when my other friends come, and you last night
But
were
can
reading
I
the directions,
clarify?
and I noticed.
I skimmed the directions. I did not read. I was like, no, we don't need that.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Okay, we'll do this.
Lindsay. So wait, are we even playing it right?
Not really.
Somebody out there might know if we're doing this right.
Okay, and then we're gonna switch games. The next game that we are playing is basically questions to help you to get to know each other better. And the first one was perception, like maybe how you perceive others, how they perceive you. But then we're moving to level 2 today, girls.
Taking it up a notch.
These questions are a little intense, so I hope that you're ready.
Ready.
My stomach just did a little.
Me too.
I'm kidding. They're really not. I'm just trying to be. I'm just being dramatic for no reason. Okay. Caitlin, when was the last time you surprised yourself?
Oh. Last time I surprised myself? Probably yesterday, waking up on time for my flight with 3.5 hours sleep. Like got
good.
straight up, didn't need a snooze. That was a
Wow.
surprise.
Well, I mean, I think it was more of like a jerk, right? Like,
I was like, here we go. But I had like 4 alarms set to snooze because normally I'm a snoozer. So I was very surprised. I was like, oh, you did get that. You got up.
Have you always been a snoozer?
Not always.
Who is a snoozer?
I am not a snoozer.
I am now.
I'm like my alarm goes off. I am
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
I'm not like up ready to go, but I just like get up and then I go turn it off because it's in the bathroom. So I make myself get up, and I also don't allow myself to like scroll in my bed.
Oh,
So when I go to bed, I'm going to bed. It's great. I love my room and my bed. It's just
it's beautiful.
thank you. Samantha, what has been your happiest memory within the past year?
Oh my god,
You have so many, I think.
so many.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think when I did my hiking trip solo in Sedona,
Oh,
like just because
wow.
I had so many incredible moments there by myself, and just that whole experience and the scenery there, and feeling like God's presence while I was there. That was definitely when I felt the happiest.
Were you scared to travel alone?
A little bit. My dog was with me, so protect her there. But yeah, a little, but I think just having her nearby just kind of definitely makes me feel a little bit more safe, and just making sure that I knew where I was going all the time and not out after dark and things like that. And then I think a lot more security comes from that then. So not so scared.
That's great, because I think there's a lot of girls and women that would want to travel and like do these cool experiences by themselves because they don't have anyone to do it with. So it's good to see that women are doing it and feeling great and having great experiences and memories. Okay, Lindsay, what is your mother's name and the most beautiful thing about her?
Oh,
I love
oh, ma. Her name is Jody Manfredi, and there's so many beautiful things about my mom. She is a nurturer. She's where I get my nurturing from. She is such a caregiver, but her wicked sense of humor is by far my favorite thing about her.
Me too. I was
yeah.
like, can I answer this question?
She is funny and witty and like just it's quick. And
That's
I love
awesome.
it. I love it so much.
Oh, Amy, if you could get to know someone in your life on a deeper level, who would it be and why?
Two people came to mind. One, Bill Johnson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And why?
I just want to sit at his feet like he's my grandpa and him just tell me all the stories.
Oh,
He just has a wisdom like I have never heard out of any other human being, and a kindness and a gentility. But like there is just power when he talks. And so I just want to sit at his feet and just listen. Is that enough?
yeah. Well, you said two.
Oh, the other one.
So I was waiting.
Oh, sorry. Okay. No, the other one is Brooke Ligertwood.
I thought you were about to
yeah.
say Brooklyn.
I just want to sit at her feet and
Brooklyn.
You do. Every day you sit at her feet.
Brooklyn is her white Pomeranian, by the way.
she's awesome.
I would want to get to know her better as well, to be honest.
You want to get to know her better? Oh, but Brooke Ligertwood, she is a worship leader from Australia, and she is just like, she's like poetic, like in the deepest sense, but she's really fun and cool too. Like, so following her stories, they're like so random all over the place. So I just think she'd be really fun to hang out with. And then she would just drop a bomb on you and you'd just be like, so yeah,
Crying
those
because of the deep life revelation.
Exactly.
Lindsay, what is a compliment you wish you received more frequently?
Oh my gosh. I'm terrible at accepting compliments. So that's hard for me.
So good for you.
That I bring joy to a room.
You bring joy to a room.
Yeah.
You
I
bring
second
all the
that.
joy.
That.
I just got all
Like
emotional.
the room lights up when you walk.
Yeah, 100%.
See, I'm not very good at taking these. I even asked for it.
You
I
just
don't
say
like
like
it.
this. You say, I know.
Oh, who, me?
Samantha, what do you crave more of in life?
What do I crave? Freedom.
Wow.
I think I feel like
Just got
so.
chills.
I feel so tied down to responsibility sometimes, and then just all the responsibilities and all the expectations that go with that. So just feeling like, what do I really want to do, and the freedom to do that, I think would be really good.
Can I ask a question to Emily?
You can. Oh God, I'm scared.
No, don't be.
I like being in control.
We know. What are you most looking forward to your 30th year?
What am I most looking forward to? It's a really difficult question. I think my life is so full and it's so good. It's better than it's ever been, that I think I'm just most looking forward to just like sitting in that gratitude. Like just it, like I already have it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's just like living that out and feeling like I'm already here, you know?
You are here. So you're going into your 30th there. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know if that made sense, but
Yeah.
okay.
Can I follow up that?
Okay, I love this. You girls can ask any questions you want.
What was a highlight of your 29th year, and what was one of the hardest parts of your 29th year?
I mean, one of the hardest parts was just the world situation that we were dealing with. And like, I remember when all the riots and everything were happening, my heart was just breaking on every end for every kind of people group, from, police officers, my family is in the force, my best friends, and what I was seeing happening there. And then my other friends, just on all ends of the spectrum, everyone's hurting for so many different reasons. And at one point I had like the most crippling anxiety about it, because it wasn't anxiety. It was just so much pain. And like, I couldn't handle the pain of what was coming from all angles. So I think honestly, that's like the number one thing that sticks out to me, is when all that stuff was happening. And then I think you said the highlight. Let's see. Highlight of the 29th year. This is going to sound a little weird, I guess, but was all of the cleaning up of my house. And I don't mean the physical house that I live in, but I mean my house on the inside, like cleaning up house in there in the form of myself, my past, traumas, even relationships that got cleaned out in the sense of losing relationships, but also gaining relationships, because within this world and everything that's been going on, I've been outspoken about where I stand on things. And what that has done is brought new relationships into my life that I would have never crossed paths with if we didn't align on these things. So now I have these like incredible, strong friendships that are based on similar values and core and structure that I just wouldn't have had all this not happen. So yeah,
Man, that's good.
that's my answer. Caitlin, what do you crave more of?
I'm really hungry right now. Try and not make it food
crave.
related.
Well, what would it be if it was food? We like food too.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, I'll do food and then I'll do a real
Okay.
one. What would I crave right now? Like a fresh acai bowl with like pitaya and all the fruits and like bee pollen and honey and like just that's like a vacation.
Can we make
for
that
me.
happen? Now I want it.
Okay.
But what would I crave more of? Intimate time with Jesus. I'd crave more of that, like just connection with my homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Homie. Yeah, my homie.
She's my
Jesus.
homie too.
Yeah.
I'll put in a good word.
Thanks, girl.
I know people.
We're tight. We're tight like that. I got you.
Samantha, what is your father's name, and tell me one thing that you love about him?
My dad and I are so close. Daniel Schultz. And I'm sure he'll probably listen to this at some
Will
point too, which
he?
is cute. Yes, he listened last time. It was so cute. But just how loving he is and so selfless and everything, and just how he raised me. I just feel like there was never, ever a day that went by that I didn't feel loved and supported by him in every way possible. And he gives that to my brother and everyone in my family. And he's just so supportive and loving of us. And yeah, just how kind and loving he is.
Wow, that's beautiful. Amy, how would you describe the feeling of being loved in one word?
One word. She's gonna cry.
Try in one word, and then if you want to explain, you can.
Wow. Can we like ask another question while I get a chance to think? How would I describe being loved in one word? Peace.
Wow.
Just like perfect peace.
Could not be more perfect.
It's a very underrated word, and sometimes very overly used when not actually accurate. When you know true peace, then you've been very aware where you have not had it.
Wow. Because I feel like you never really know what you're putting up with sometimes until you're out of it. And then you're like, my peace was really disturbed during that. Why was I okay with that?
Yeah. Right? Like the constant inner turbulence,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the wrestling, the fighting, you know what I mean? But just to be so perfectly loved means everything's perfectly at peace. Wow, good question.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was not mine. Caitlin, and multiple people can answer this if you want, but what are you more afraid of, failure or success?
Why did you ask me that?
That's like because you're a very high performer. We all are, but
gosh.
like, because everyone always asks what drives you, failure or success. And when you really like dig into it and figure it out, like, do you hate failing or do you love winning?
I hate failing. Yeah, for sure. And that's the first thing that came up to me. It's just that drive of I've always been a perfectionist and always wanted to give 100. I'm like 100 or nothing. Like if I'm doing it, it's 100 or I'm not doing it. And so in every aspect, like knowing what my potential is and knowing that I'm not reaching it, knowing that I'm not giving someone 100, like failure is such a huge drive, but there's something connected to success too, because success is can be very attached to the world. And so especially the industry that I'm in entertainment and Hollywood and all of that and fitness. And so success looks very different to how I want to measure success.
Wow.
The world measures success very differently to my standards and my faith in how success is measured. So not getting attached to that being a goal or a standard that I want to reach is important too. Like I'm always checking myself.
What is success to you?
What is success to me? Serving others and knowing that I left everything on the table.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I also hate failing. I hate it a lot. I remember I got asked this question a while ago, a few years ago. And at first I was like, oh, I love winning. Like I love to win, you know? And when I really broke it down, I realized, no, I actually hate failing so much more. Like winning feels great. Of course, everyone likes to win. Mm-hmm. But like when you have to like put it on the scale and see which one weighs heavier, for sure, the weight of failure is so much more of a driving force. And, you know, success to me, I think about the same thing, like the worldly success. People think you're more successful if you have more Instagram followers, you have more money, you have bigger houses and cars and all these things and elaborate whatever. But like what I've noticed is like you can have the most elaborate things in the world and not have peace, like what you were saying, you know, and not have peace or not be fully like really, really enjoying it. So when I, you know, and even in my day to day, I really started to live my day to day differently because I used to live every single day, like, you know, clean plate. I've done nothing and I have to perform and I have to do things every single day in order to achieve something kind of thing. And now I'm realizing like success to me is like enjoyment and happiness, like in the moment and contentment. And you know, there's that saying like always hungry, never satisfied. And I think that's a really like motivating topic, right? Like always like go for the next thing. That's why I talk about always evolving and that kind of thing. But there's this like fine line where you never want to live your life never being satisfied with what you have and never being content with what you have. Because I think you can fully go for all the biggest dreams and desires of your heart while having contentment in your heart, while being content and fully satisfied with what you currently have. It's almost like, I feel like that's like the key to happiness and success is finding a way to love your life now in the process, you know, and love the process of it all. And everyone says like, enjoy the process. But most people, they work so hard and so endlessly to get to a goal. You just had 365 days go by and you didn't enjoy it. Like what kind of life is that? And what if you die on the 366th day? And right? And you spent all those days not enjoying getting to where you're going. Like I just think about that all the time. I think about all the people who didn't make it to today and we did, you know? And so we have that opportunity to enjoy life. And I think like sometimes high performers and achievers, we can get so focused on where we're going, we forget like what we already have. And I saw this video last night on Instagram, and it was on America's Got Talent, right?
Oh my God, I was crying this morning.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I tend to do that. I share things and people are like, I'm crying now. I'm like, sorry. Me too. And it was this woman with cancer that was performing. And first of all, her music was amazing. And I think what was amazing about it is that it was like so effortless coming out of her. Like it was just like her story. She was literally just telling a story. She wasn't performing. She wasn't doing any of that. It was so authentic and beautiful. And at the end of it, she has a little interview where she shares with them, I've been given a 2% chance to live. And she goes, but that's not a 0%. And I wish people understood how amazing that is. That's what she said, you know? And it's like, it just really makes you think like she's been given 2% chance to live. And yet she's sitting there so happy with a smile on her face, so thankful to get to do what she loves. Like, how can we, with not even comparing to that, how can we not move forward and enjoy for whatever it is that we do have, even if it's just a healthy body, which is not just, that's a major deal that so many people don't even have. You know,
I feel like contentment is gratitude. Like and to me, gratitude is one of the most powerful tools a human can have. And that's connected to peace. And so if you're content, you're living in this space of gratitude. And when people don't experience gratitude, they don't experience that feeling.
Yeah.
And so many people are going throughout the day and not having gratitude. And like your day can turn into joy the moment you wake up and you're grateful for the smallest of things. And just taking that time and to be so present on the gratitude of everything around you, you know, and joy is connected to that. Peace is connected to that. Happiness is connected to that. But we don't take the time to do that.
So true. How do you guys utilize gratitude in your life in a real way? Like for people that are like, yeah, it sounds great to like have gratitude and be thankful and be joyful. But realistically, how do you implement it into your life, or how do you implement it into hard moments that end up changing that hard moment into a better moment? Anyone?
I'll go. I do two things. I do lists. I like lists. I like being prepared.
I love lists.
I love lists.
Especially
But
if they're colored.
I was doing it every day. Like a friend of mine actually brought me a journal. And at the end of every day, you wrote 5 things you're grateful for. And I chose to do it at the end of every day because I would often get to my day. I was spent on how much energy I'd given throughout the day. So all I wanted to do was wind down to prepare for the next day. I hadn't even fallen asleep yet, but I was already in the mindset of the next day. So it forced me to recall what my day was. And there was some days where I'm like, I don't really know. I got 3 things. And so I had to be extra present about the small things. And so writing a list and starting with doing it every single day, 3 things you're grateful for, 5 things you're grateful for, was a huge tool for me. And then the second thing I do when I'm in a hard time and I have to remember is, to me, I go back to God and I remember all the times that he has come through for me, all the things that he's done in the past. And it's a reminder of just the foundation and the rock that I have in him. So even though it's hard right now, look at every other time he's never failed me. He's not going to fail you this time. You know, so it helps me go to a place of gratitude and thankful that every time I've come through something, it's been a new door open. You know, so it's a new jungle or a new plant, or there's been something on the other side that's had so much beauty in it. So when I'm in that, I get excited and grateful for the beauty that's on the other side. So that tends to help me.
I think just flipping the script for yourself. So when you're going through a hard time, you're stuck in traffic, you're late for work, things like that, like flipping it to being like, I don't have to, I get to. You're upset about something that happened during your day. You're stuck in traffic, you're late, right? But you have a job that you're going to. You have a car, the sun is shining. So just I get to versus I have to, or just seeing the negative in that situation.
Yeah, it's crazy how that simple perspective shift can completely change your energy. You're like, oh, okay.
Right, but that's not easy. It's not
True.
easy to be in that situation and be able to go, oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You know, for me at least, personally, I find it really hard in that moment to like flip the switch.
Thank you for the honesty.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people watching that's like, thank you for saying it, somebody.
Yeah, no,
For-
because it's hard. It like when you're in it, it's so much easier to at the end of the day go, okay, now I see. In that moment, I could have flipped the switch, but right now I'm gonna flip the switch, and I'm gonna take that moment that I was so frustrated in traffic, hello LA, and
Don't miss ya.
or whatever, and then have gratitude for it, so that maybe the next time you're in that situation, you don't have that
Knee-jerk
anger.
reaction.
You know,
kind
it's
of thing.
kind of like training yourself over time to like not have that initial reaction.
Yeah. And I think it's something you get better at.
And
over
maybe,
time.
you know, post-it note, like a practical thing. Maybe putting in your car a post-it note being like, breathe.
Yeah.
Don't get road rage.
Right. It's not their fault. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But,
Okay, so yesterday we were having a funny conversation in the kitchen, Caitlin, and we were talking about a viral TikTok that we're going to create. And I think we should tell them about it because then they're going to help us make it go viral.
We
I
have to
think
do
we
it.
have to tell them,
and
right?
then we have to do it.
Yeah. Well, oh gosh. Yeah, we're going to have to really, I'm like, okay, wait, this is getting real.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh crap, now we're committed.
We could definitely just do it wherever we go today. You know?
No, but we were
I'm
at Trader
thinking-
Joe's yesterday, guys.
Well, I
really.
know. You should have done it. That's
I
your
know.
spot.
That was
Okay,
yours, like-
Caitlin, explain what our idea was.
First of
and-
all, I think the disclaimer is we need to do it at places that we will never go again.
Well, we're okay with that.
Yeah.
It's you, ma'am.
Emily.
honestly, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
So our viral TikTok idea was going into places that we connect to. So like Target,
Trader Joe's.
Joe's, Sprouts, all of that. And asking for help on where to find our husbands because
What aisle?
yeah, like what aisle. And I mean, mine had like a 30-inch diameter bicep. He's about 6 tall, light skin, beautiful eyes. But I don't know his name because I haven't met him yet. So we're just wondering like where we can find him if you've seen him.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah. And is he on sale? Is he on the sale rack or is he full price?
No, he is high price. He is every top
Is he a
dollar.
restock? Is he a restock? Is he out of stock? Mine's been out of stock for a hot minute.
Can you restock him?
Mine's the new model.
Yeah.
So our idea was to film ourselves doing that to a store employee and then posting that, like looking for our husbands at Target or
Compilation.
Sprouts. Yeah, compilation. Yeah. I think that would be amazing. Dating stories. Let's get into it.
Oh
gosh.
Dating stories.
We're all like,
it can be funny. It can be funny. It can be cringy.
We all need a drink for this one.
Everyone's starting.
there's only water in here, but I mean.
But whew.
That's what you think.
Lindsay's like, woo, let's go. Who's got some dating stories? I know you guys got them.
Oh, but like, what? I'm gonna need you to
Any
clarify.
funny, cringy, most awkward date, random, anything.
Oh man, I feel like all of the above.
Okay, so I went on a date once because you guys are just in your heads.
Well,
Figure out your answer about
it.
No, actually, I did not prepare this at all. But I went on a date once, and I'm going to be as general as possible. I went on a date once. Help. I went on a date once, and, well, actually, sorry, no. It wasn't a date. That was the whole thing. Let me back up. So I, in college, did everybody's chemistry homework, right, for the labs. Like, I just did it and let them have it, whatever. So I was like, you know, I don't know, team leader / I just did everything. So then one of them was like, oh yeah, you know, thanks so much for doing that. We'll take you out to dinner. I'm like, oh, perfect. And it was like super casual because like we're in class all the time, super casual. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's go do that. Sure. And here's the thing. I also was under the impression that he was not somebody who liked women. I thought for sure that he liked men. And so I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's go. Like I was super comfortable going. Like I was positive and I'm like usually never wrong. And I do want to reconnect with him to find out now. But anyways, so we go to dinner, great time, great conversation. It's wonderful. And then we go to dinner and then we go to a movie. And then in the middle of the movie, he looks at me and he goes, I'm cold. And I go, I'm hot. Like, this is not happening. And then I had no idea until that second. And then I was like, oh, no. And I look back at the screen just like, this is going to be a long movie.
I'm like cringing inside for you.
No, I was just like, oh my God. And he's in my chemistry class. How did this go wrong? And then after the movie, I'm just like walking to my car and I'm like, okay, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. And then he's like, you know, I had a great time. And I'm like, why is this all of a sudden turning into a date? It was like horrible. And so then I'm like, yeah, me too. And I'm like kind of walking fast. And then he like, you know, is like, okay, well, you know, goes to like hug me and then like goes in for a kiss. And I'm like, and I turn this way, completely turn my face like, okay, bye. And I like run. I was like, okay, bye. And I like ran to my car.
You Amy'd it.
And then he was so mean to me in class after that. He was just like so cold-shouldered.
You got butt hurt.
Yeah. And like, of course, I was so young. I was so young at the time that like I wasn't going to be like, hey, let's talk and make this better. No. It was just like, this is so awkward. Thank God the semester is almost over. So that was my accidental date.
That's a good one.
Okay. Amy has one.
Well, this is like a pre-date story.
Okay.
This is the one that came to my head. But I was invited to these people's house. There was like a gathering and whatever was going on. And it was my first time there, but people knew each other. And there was this, you know, guy that he was chit-chatting and casual. You're meeting people all over the place, whatever. And so,
whatever.
I mean, and I felt like he was maybe a little conversational, but that's fine. You know, like I just tend to like not think that people are hitting on you or flirting on you. I'm just whatever. So I getting ready to leave. I bend down to like get my purse and he asks me for my number. And I pretended like I didn't hear him. I was like, okay, it was really nice meeting you. Have a good night. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Amy.
I know, it's so bad. I didn't know what to do. But I was down on the floor, so I thought maybe he thought that because of the distance of him standing me on the floor that I didn't hear him.
I mean, honestly, he
Look
probably
at you guys
thought.
feeling so bad for this man. Like, I'm seeing all of your faces.
No, honestly, I mean, he
sounds
probably
right.
just thought that you're just like a ditzy blonde.
I was okay with that. I'm like,
Really?
I was okay with that.
What, huh?
I was like,
I mean, let's be honest. We've all done the what, huh? Before.
For
Oh,
sure.
just gonna ignore that.
Yeah, no.
so I was nice about it, but I was like, oh my gosh, it was so nice meeting you. Okay, like totally pretended like he did not just ask me for my number.
That's great.
Okay,
Love it.
Very
Good
honest.
one. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Anyone else?
I mean,
No
I
dating
don't-
stories to share?
Mine are cringy.
Yeah, there's just some cringy ones. I don't know. It's been a really long time since I've been on a date.
She looks at the camera. Everybody listening,
Comment.
Those eyes.
ladies are single. They live
What's
in
your
LA.
Instagram? Lindsay Lawa.
I don't know. That might be a bad idea.
No, I know, right? Just
No,
kidding.
I'm kidding. Hopefully, yeah. I digress. Okay, no dating stories. Let's see. What else do you guys want to conversate about?
I had a really good would you rather.
Oh,
I think it's good. Do you want to
Yeah.
hear it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Would you rather your pet be able to talk to you in human language, or you be able to speak to any human in their foreign language?
Oh,
I had the same one.
That's so rude.
I had the same one as you.
You guys Googled.
I was looking at Google too because everyone is animal lovers here.
Very
So
funny.
I was very interested. Like, which would we choose? So
I
I
know.
had the same one.
But wait, like, so
I know.
I have questions.
Okay.
Are you the only one that can talk to your dog? Because like I would want a private language
Yeah,
between
I get
Charlie
that.
and I.
I get that.
And be like, I got you, don't worry. We kind of already have that. Let's be real.
So
But,
I would
yeah.
definitely choose be able to speak to any human in any language.
me
I've
too.
always loved language so much. I've tried learning languages. I've learned a little bit of some. I just love language, and I want to be able to like communicate to all groups of people. So that would be amazing. Plus, Vinny knows what I'm saying
I know,
already.
same, right?
So
that's
like
just
it wouldn't change
full
that
circled
much.
it. You're right.
No, this is like them being able to actually talk in human language. So sorry. I want my girl to be able
Are you
to tell
serious?
me. Absolutely, because I still need to be able to pretend like I don't know what people are saying. I love people, but I want to hear everything my girl has to say. Sorry.
I love it. I love it.
Good.
Okay, what are we training today, ladies?
Booty, booty, booty,
day.
booty, 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 rocking everyone.
Why is that? Whenever there's a group of girls that gets together, it's like, duh, we're doing this.
What are we going to train? Chest?
Right.
Triceps.
Chest
Thighs.
and tries, guys.
Big backs, big backs.
Back day.
I actually do love
I
back
do
day.
too. It's
Yeah.
actually one of my favorites.
When you think about it, I really love training most body parts. I don't love training chest. Let's see. I don't
Okay,
love
what's your
training.
favorite body part to train specifically? Like not just legs, like glute, hamstring, kneecap,
Ooh,
and then what's your worst? You don't train your kneecaps?
I do. No, I do. I like
Okay,
that one.
good.
Can you show me that exercise? Then?
Oh, there's several. There's several.
Let's
Favorite
see.
and least favorite.
Man, so favorite specifically, it actually, that's rude. I have to really choose one.
No, it's your birthday. You can
specific
choose
body
two.
part? Okay, cool. So hamstrings is
That's
one.
one.
It's her birthday.
Honestly,
Hamstrings? Ooh.
favorite ever. Okay, I would have to hamstrings and back. Hamstrings and back for sure.
Okay.
And then least favorite,
Yeah.
calves.
Duh.
Calves. They just hurt so bad.
Yeah.
It's not an enjoyable hurt. It's like
Yeah.
can't walk.
It's always like, am I doing this right?
Yeah.
Breaking.
But what I found is the muscle group that I enjoy the least is always the one with the least muscle development.
Sure.
Well,
Sure.
well. Science.
Whoa.
Sam, what's yours?
Back and hamstrings too. I would say.
Yes, that's why we're training partners.
yes.
I miss you. By the way, hold on. Can we just have a moment between us?
Yes.
I really miss training with you a
I miss
lot.
it too. It's not the same. We had some good sessions. Like
Do you
we
still-
went deep.
I know. Do you still train
In-
with Doug?
No.
Because you don't drive out there, right?
No, he's
Yeah,
still a
it's too far.
powerhouse, so it is too far. When the masks come off at Gold's, hopefully come back, buddy.
Yes.
Come back, possibly back. But yeah, we'll have to get a training session. We need a training camp out here.
I know we're going
Can
to do
we-
that. Yeah.
That would be so fun.
Little announcement. Doug and I, we've already been talking about it, so we will do it.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm back.
So back to your.
Okay, yes. So back and hamstrings, and I think arms. I really don't like training arms of any kind. Triceps,
Oh, really?
biceps.
You don't like biceps?
I get really bored. I don't enjoy it. I'm just like, why? I don't know. And also, like, I feel like just being tall, like,
It's a long bicep.
muscle. So I just, not a favorite.
I get it.
I like training glutes. And I like training back, but right now I don't really want to gain any more muscle right now. Like the odd man out here. I just don't. So I enjoy it, but I have a really hard time going to the gym and not going ham because I'm like,
Yeah, it feels great.
I know. My least favorite are quads.
Oh.
I just don't enjoy training them. I think because I'm quad dominant and they hurt, and I don't like love it.
Caitlin?
It's gonna be horrible for you.
I'm not doing quads. I'm not doing quads.
Yeah, I'm not training quads either.
Yeah.
Oh,
Glutes and hams.
well. My favorite is
You're on your own.
glutes. Glutes all day. And-
Clearly,
And
yours
quads.
you've got the best glutes.
I love you.
They are good.
I don't say that. Glutes and
Honestly,
quads.
everyone here has a great butt. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we all do. We strong on the leg day.
Yeah. We do not skip leg day.
No. Glutes and quads are my favorite. I do love a good back day too. I hate hamstrings.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would say calves, but I don't train my calves. But I hate hamstrings. The burn is just so real, and then you
It's
can't.
so good.
How do you
It
put
makes you
your
wanna
shoes
throw
on
up.
for the next day? Yeah, it makes me want to throw
I
up.
love it. Oh, I love that. When the hamstring just bunches up like this.
Yes. And then you get past it. Like,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
It's so
Is
satisfying.
it a bunch up or is it a tear? Because it's
No,
a
it's
fine
not a
line.
tear. It's not a
fine
tear.
line
It's a
in
fine
that
line.
pain. It's a fine line.
But here's the thing.
We're gonna do it today.
I'm gonna speak up for both of us. because
Okay,
we both have a
please.
dance background, so we've never had to like my hamstrings were already developed pretty well for bodybuilding purposes because of dance.
True.
So you probably didn't have to like train your hamstrings super, but you do anyway. You train your hamstrings when you're training your glutes.
I do, but doing a laying hamstring curl is like I'd rather just eat grass. Like
I would like to see you eat grass.
I
true.
actually eat grass. So I was like, vegan.
I think I really like hamstrings because when I finally got like advanced enough in my training to realize like the change, like when the hamstrings are
Yes.
engaged versus your glute versus
Yes.
anything else, and then honing in on that and being like, all right, this is like confidently training hamstring and like isolating that muscle. That's really satisfying.
I totally agree. I did not love hamstrings as much as I do now before training with Doug.
Yes.
After
Yes.
training with Doug, now I'm like, whoo,
Yeah,
let's do
well,
a
I
hamstring
feel
day.
like before Doug with hamstrings, like it was just the backside of my
Right,
leg. Like there was
totally.
not a hamstring there. Now I'm like, oh wow, that's what that is. Like
Yes.
So
Oh.
now it's really satisfying when you like can isolate it.
I have some really good.
Convince me.
I have a really good pump product, Alpha Surge. It's like a powder, and there's no caffeine, no stimulant. It's just for the pump, and you truly get like an amazing pump. So if you guys want some,
Yeah,
we can do it, and then we'll do some like hamstring specific training and make sure it's like the perfect rest.
All right.
I'm just gonna note this on camera that you're putting my shoes on tomorrow morning when I no longer have hamstring length
That's fine.
because I'm crying. just letting you know.
We can make that happen.
That's funny. Y'all are looking at me like I have an answer to this question. I go ridiculous, but I do have a favorite part. Of course you do.
Okay.
It's my shoulders.
That's great.
Because I actually like my shoulders. I feel like that's my best body part.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
when I go to work out, I feel like, yeah.
I love it.
But I mean, y'all are competitors. I'm like, girl, get your butt there. And y'all are like, I love it when this. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, please help me get there. Like,
It's addicting for sure.
Okay, favorite body part.
Wait, like
What do you
on us
mean?
or on
Yes.
men?
Okay,
do
let's
on
do
men.
both. Let's do both.
Let's do on men. We've talked about us enough.
Yeah, on men.
Let's talk about men. All of it. Yeah. Come on. Just man. No, I mean, go ahead.
No, go.
I really can't choose because I chest, shoulders, back, but legs and calves, like every,
no,
you know what I mean? Like it all
full
needs to be there.
But is
Yeah,
there
it's
like
the
is there a body part that isn't like muscular that you're attracted to?
Oh,
Because I have.
Me
So
too.
like for me, a man's hands,
mm-hmm.
having manly
Oh, yeah.
hands, because like you
That's
know
a yes.
some guys
Wow.
have like really girly hands.
Oh,
or
no,
really
no, no,
soft
no, no, no,
hands,
no, no.
Or hands that like don't look like they've been calloused or touched dirt. Like I need a good
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah. Have you ever shaken one of those hands and you're like, oh.
Oh, this?
Yeah. What if there's no calluses from lifting? Are you like, no, this is not gonna work?
You know what? The underside of the hand, I don't love calluses. Like I don't want like, oh, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
Sandpaper on my arm, but like it's a worked hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. I've never thought about hands.
I always look at people's hands.
No, me too. Yep.
Always look at man's hands.
Very interesting.
Well, and from that perspective, I like the quads. Like
Really?
Because when you're sitting next to a man, like, and he has a good thick quad, there's something that feels very like safe and like manly about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I don't
I've
know,
never thought of that.
protective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So from that standpoint, it has more of an emotional connect than it being like a physical, like an aesthetic attribute.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So interesting.
More?
I say back.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, if you have nice, big, wide back, like you probably give really good hugs.
Mm.
And also back wise too, if like big, strong, developed back, like I think about what main lifts you're doing, like squat, deadlift, something, you're probably really strong if you
so
have a nice,
true.
strong back. And that means like strong back, if you're doing deadlifts, you're doing squats, you're doing all these things, like it's a compound movement. So for the most part, I'm assuming if you have a nice back, probably all the rest of it falls
Is
into
there.
line too. Yes. And then nice wide back, small waist. It's that balance we're looking for.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like we're coming from a bodybuilder perspective for sure. Like we're so deep into it that like I have to, you know, it's like when you're looking around at the gym, you're like, oh, you're cute. And then you look at the calves and you're like, absolutely not.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm not even a big calf person, but like if they're not there, like that tells me everything I need to know.
Even before bodybuilding, though, I think I can't believe I'm saying this thing.
Say it.
Butts.
Yeah.
A man's
Oh,
gotta
for
have a
sure.
tush.
For sure.
Like just to like, I don't know. I need
Yeah.
a good butt
Oh, for sure.
and arms.
Yeah.
Okay, so like all of it.
Everything.
Mine's smile. Well, I would say back and
Yes.
arms for sure. Like I will always just awkwardly grab their arms. Just awkwardly.
Stop. Tell me.
Yeah.
Show us.
Like,
we
we'll
need
hug,
demonstration.
Okay, come here, big man. We'll hug.
Come here, big man.
And then I'll just
Stop.
be like, okay.
Stop.
Oh.
You grab? You're grabbing?
I'm grabbing.
You're all like,
violating, but great.
Her love language is physical touch.
yeah, mine
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I know. But
And
I'm
I
not.
just like it's just like I'm so tactile in that way.
Yeah.
So I feel like a protection because I feel little, and then just like I don't know. That's like the main part of security is right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
so
yeah.
I gotta check that it's like.
I gotta check.
Your shoulders. Anybody else want to
Oh, I know. I know. They're so good.
But smile.
Sorry.
So grabby.
All right, girls,
Smile.
we are going to wrap up the show here. Thank you so much for being on today's show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here for my birthday.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Em!
You guys are the best. Seriously. So we have the most fun weekend plans. We're going to go lift right now.
We're gonna
obviously.
eat first, right?
Well, yeah. Is it time
Yes.
to eat? I
It's
guess.
always time
4
to eat.
Yes.
minutes.
4 minutes.
Hey,
By the time
hey.
everything's cooked, yes.
Oh, Susie texted us. Susie from our group and said, I hope you guys have an awesome birthday weekend. It's so
Love you,
sweet.
Suze.
We miss her. We miss
Jeanette and
Jeanette. We miss
Jenna.
Jenna. Kayla. We're like, oh no, we better not start going down the list. We'll be here for a while. No, that's really it. But thank you guys so much for being on the show. Thank you to all the listeners that listened in. If you enjoyed the podcast, if you got a good laugh out of it, share with a friend, because I know we talk about a lot of deep and heavy stuff sometimes on this show. And sometimes it's nice to just sit there and laugh, and you never know which one of your friends needs a laugh today. So
Or has stolen a car.
or has stolen a car. You might learn a lot. Thank you guys for listening. Share it on your feeds. Subscribe if you haven't already. Rate and review the podcast. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget the Evolve merch is now live. That's the first link down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.